Gemara in Parshat says that when Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah were standing by the Kivshon HaEsh, they conjured up in their eyes, they saw the Tzfardeim, the frogs from this week's Parsha, who jumped into the ovens, and they learned a kal v'chomer from those frogs. If the frogs, who don't even have a tzivui of Kiddush Hashem, could throw themselves in the ovens, kal v'chomer, we, who have a chiyuv of Kiddush Hashem, need to be able to throw ourselves into the Kivshon HaEsh. There's a lot of questions on this Agarata. Most obvious question is, how do we learn the chiyuv of Kiddush Hashem, of dying al Kiddush Hashem, from frogs? As we said, they're not even chayiv in Kiddush Hashem. And as Rav Yerucham on this week's Parsha points out, he says that the frogs don't even have bechira. How are we going to learn a kal v'chomer from their action to our action? So I'd like to answer, possibly from a netziv, who explains a different agarta of Chazal. When Chazal said that we could have learned zrizos from the ant, charitos from the ant, we could have learned tznius from the cat. So the netziv says that we're not suggesting that we could have learned the chiyuv for tznius from the cat. It wouldn't have been any more obvious for us. We wouldn't have known to learn that from the cat any more than we could have learned a lack of tznius from the dog, or a pritzos from the chicken. So when we say we would have learned it from the cat or learned it from the ant, what it means is that the zrizos and the tznius, which we already knew was a chiyuv, we could have then looked and seen and been inspired and realized that it's shayach for us, that we are capable of doing that. When you see zrizos taking place, you see charitzos taking place, then we are able to and embody that also. In the same way that when we think of malachim going out and doing Ritzon Hashem, or we think of the Tzva Marom and we think of the planets circling, there's no bechira there, but inspires us to say that this world is running for Kiddush Hashem. And the kal v'chomer is, if the other creatures and the other things in this world run and are put into place to work in order to bring Kiddush Hashem, alachas kama v'kama, us who actually have a tzivui, kal v'chomer, us who have a tzivui and a responsibility to create that Kiddush Hashem, have to take that on our shoulders and be inspired. When you stop, every one of us has a responsibility when we learn Torah, not just to learn what is right and what is wrong and what sensitivities, but to go out and see tzu'u u'u, and look around and notice the things which can inspire us, the frogs and the cats and the tzva marom and everything which inspires us to say, I who am mitzuvah in Kiddush Hashem and able to push myself and do Ritzon Hashem, just as all the other things in this world and the other creations in this world were put there to bring out Kiddush Hashem. Have a great Shabbos.